Once Human just got a brand new beta patch with a ton of updates, which includes a ton of information there, especially with the new event. We also have some of the stuff that's going to be carrying over from closed beta to full release. We have some bugs that you might be encountering during the current playtest, as well as some remedies, and I'll also potentially give away some more additional keys, as well as some of the brand new events that are happening with the game currently. We got a ton to talk about. What's up world, it's Utopia back in with another video. Today we're checking out all things Once Human. Okay, so first up, let's just jump in. We finally did get some patch notes here. Now they did drop all the patch notes all at once for April 5th, the 7th, 8th, 9th, and even 10th. This happened at 3 a.m. last night, so again, it did come out not until April 11th, but the patch came out April 10th. And then obviously that brought in the new season event that swapped over to the second section, or the second event section. I'm just going to go over the April 10th patch notes since they're kind of more relevant to what we have now. For the April 10th patch, we did have an opening statement here. They wanted to thank everybody for their participation in the Once Human testing phase, and they also wanted to say that they are committed to addressing all the bugs being reported during this testing period. Moving on though, for April 10th, they did adjust the distribution of the food box in strongholds that now with a chance to obtain a pepper seed from them. So anybody that's super into gardening or wants to have a lot of plants and a lot of food in their house, they can now get those seed types. Next up here, they added the descriptions of the availability of different difficulties. That's for the dungeons within the season progress interface of the mana bus script. They also fixed an issue when defeating enemies in Securement Silo EX1, they wouldn't gain experience. I noticed that sometimes with other of the silos, however, maybe that was just me not paying attention enough, or there was just a bug with all of them. They also fixed an issue of mushrooms not mutating when planted. So again, some planter remedies there if you do have a lot of gardening stuff in your home. They fixed another big issue here that players might be able to teleport into the Prime War area that is open and at maximum capacity when in a public area. That was probably causing some lag and some player FPS issues, which I will go over some additional FPS fixes if you are having any issues there. Last up here, they fixed an abnormal consumption issue with the lighting impulse regulator materials in the mimetic specializations. Overall, it does cover it for the April 10th patch. Now, if you are currently having any FPS issues or any issues with the game at all, weirdly enough, if you do set the game down to low or lowest and then increase your settings, you'll actually get a lot of different setting outputs. So essentially, not all the settings that are there in the game settings are what are in the config file. However, setting your game to the low or lowest setting will then set those settings down lower. It's actually what I did is I went down to low and then manually increased things like lighting, shading, and things of that nature. And now my game runs really well. I get decently high frame rate, especially in every area. However, overall, I do have some memory leak issues. I do have some FPS issues when I don't restart the game for a while. If you're having that, again, you should restart your game. However, if you're in a party or if you're in a team and you're not doing anything with them, there is a remedy here to also fix FPS issues that might actually just fix it in general where you don't need to restart your game. So there's a post here saying that if you're on a team for about an hour or two, FPS will drop significantly. So if you're in a party with a friend, you should leave their party and then rejoin them. Again, this does not pertain to hives or warbands. But yeah, it seems like if you are in a team, you will get some memory leak issues. I get it when I do go to different areas of the map. However, seemingly, even if you're doing nothing, the FPS will drop over time if you are in a team, as this post says here. So again, if that is happening to you, you actually don't need to restart your game for this fix specifically. You just need to leave the team and then rejoin them. That should go ahead and fix your FPS issues. As this person said here, they went from 30 FPS all the way back up to 90, 100, which is typical for the frame rate drops that I get after the memory leak issue, but this is after hours of play, where this seems to be happening after about an hour just within a team. So hopefully that does fix some of the issues for you guys if you're having any FPS issues there. Again, it's fairly simple to leave a team. You just open up the team or a social menu, and then you go to the bottom right here where this player shows that you just hit the quit button. Now, there are some other bugs that are currently happening, especially with the new event. So this first one here is a handbook bug for Chapter 7, which is the fence turret. Now, currently this is a bug that's happening for many players. Some are able to complete this currently, but a lot are having many issues with this. So even if your turrets are defeating enemies, they'll still be 0 of 10. Now, support does currently know about this bug, so they submitted tickets and everything of that. As a Reddit user here pointed out, Midnight TTR did actually submit a ticket and get a response. And even the auto response and auto reply already noted that this is high volume of inquiry. They've received a ton of feedback on this, and the team is aware and working on the issue currently. So if you're wondering why you cannot complete the Treasure Handbook Chapter 7 there, that is why. Seems like they'll have a fix out sometime soon. If this is not remedied sometime soon, I'm sure they'll implement something else. It's basically been a patch every day, as you could tell from the patch notes from earlier. So they have been on some bug fixes here, and they have been getting a lot done. So it seemingly will have some remedy there in the future. Again, not everybody is encountering this problem, so you might have been able to complete this currently. However, there's already been 2 Reddit posts about it and 1 highly upvoted for this subreddit, as well as, of course, the automated response that already said that developers are aware of that issue. There also seemingly is another foundation bug that's happening right now. So if you chose the perk Intense Defense and you create a stone tri foundation, replace it with a marble tri foundation, it will now have 12,800 health. However, if you just built the marble tri foundation, it will only have 6,400. So the perk should always grant that 12,000. However, if you don't replace it, then it will only grant you that. So currently you should replace instead of just making the marble tri foundation. So make sure if you are doing this, do the stone tri first, then replace it with the marble tri. Again, that's if you have this perk and you want more durability to your stone structures. And we also had a question on if anything is carrying over from CBT 3 or the closed beta test 3. Now it seems CBT 2 was actually given some cosmetics for that time, like a Santa hat, baseball cap, and glasses. However, these are no longer available on CBT 3. Now the only thing notable here that we're going to keep is cosmetics. So far, again, not 100% confirmation on this, but there is a few items that we might actually keep from this, which is possibly the Scarlet Dragon outfit if you unlocked it through the current events. And there was apparently an avatar frame from CBT 2 if you did participate in that. There is currently conflicting statements from the Scarlet Dragon outfit from developers, so we don't know for sure if that's going to be kept over. However, with most closed betas, there usually is a outfit or at least a cosmetic that is carried over. In my other videos for the finals, people constantly ask me what my pistol skin is, and it was from that very last closed beta test and not the open beta. So typically there is some closed beta cosmetics that will carry over. We'll have to wait and see if we do get any confirmation there or if they do let us know in the future. For now, I would just try to unlock all the cosmetics that you can to see if there's anything that gets carried over to the full release. But again, this is going to be cosmetic only seemingly, so you're not going to keep any of your levels or any of your materials or anything of that nature. It's only going to be cosmetic overall. I've had a lot of really good comments about this game so far. People seem to love it, especially the ones that I've given keys to. A lot of people are thoroughly enjoying it, so I want to try to give away another key. We have a post here for CBT 3 which just says this is their first time playing. They said they're absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely enjoying it. I love Grindfest games. I love MMOs. As people said here, they hope that there's not going to be any pay to win, that this is going to be their main game. It also seems like there's a lot of New World players on this game, which I loved New World. Sad to see where that game is, so hopefully this does have the remedy there of a replacement. Again, if I do give away a key, I'm not sure how I want to go about it, as I've had some other problems with Gleam as well as some other links there trying to give those away officially through those means. It seems like in my last video when I tried to do the comment way, people were stealing keys. So after about a day or so, I'm going to pick a comment and I'm going to get back to you on how to actually contact me and I can get you the key. We'll figure out means that way and I'll deliver the key personally to you, so that way I don't have to have it stolen or redistribute some keys to some people. That was why I kind of ran out so quickly, because I had to make sure that I had enough for everybody that actually asked for them in the time period. Again, I'm going to give it about 24 hours or so, maybe a little bit longer, and then I will give away that key. Overall, it should about cover for today's video. If you like, subscribe, and until the next one. Doses.